Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist, here at Tech Travel Geeks. And in this video, I'm going to unbox and set up the DJI Osmo 360. And for those of you who have seen me unbox cameras in the past, yes, that means that lots more content, whether travel or just tech related, filmed on the DJI Osmo 360 is on its way. I'm a very happy customer of DJI products. I've had quite a few of them, whether they're gimbals for smartphones, actual gimbal stabilized cameras like the DJI Pocket 3, the DJI Osmo Action series of cameras. I had a first generation of them and recently got a fifth generation one. So I'm really into the DJI ecosystem, not to mention my drones. So when DJI announced the DJI Osmo 360, I was quite excited. The last 360 camera I had was a Huawei one, which in turn was made by Insta360. But this is the first sort of high quality 8K 360 camera that I'm going to be using. And the reason I decided to purchase one was that whilst it is a new form camera from DJI, all the accessories such as the batteries and the clips and so on are the same as on the DJI Osmo Action 5. This is the basic DJI Osmo 360. There's no extra accessories apart from the basics you need to get started. So obviously you have, in this case, a little pouch. This is a cover for the lenses. So a nice little silicone cover for the lenses, and inside they've tidied away a USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable. So good news there, it uses USB Type-C. There is a camera battery here, which I'm told is identical to the ones that are in the DJI Osmo Action 5. So I have a little bit of extra information here. Maximum voltage. It's a 1950 milliamp hour battery, which is decent. And once I open this one, this is a pouch which should contain the camera itself. Oh yes, and it's also got a little DJI strap. It's in a little neoprene case, which is very handy for traveling with. And inside we have the camera itself in a plastic bag. So this is the DJI Osmo 360. So it's essentially two 1-inch sensors behind these glass lenses, which are square centers. That is surprising because most camera lenses, including the ones on the Insta360 360 degree cameras, are rectangular sensors. But apparently this is one specially made for DJI, which means that there's less wasted space in the sensor. You're just using it all on here. So screen on the back, on the front you've got the DJI logo and the light, and to get to the battery slot and the micro USB slot, you need to unclip and pull up. That's where micro USB is. It is weather sealed. This is a waterproof camera, so it can take splashes and go slightly underwater without getting damaged. And on the other side, let me see, get this sticker off. On the other side, again, little widget you press and then slide up to put the battery in. Let's start off with that. Cool. Oh, it actually says 1950 at the bottom. And then I'm going to close that. So that's the camera now powered on. It has a battery. And we get given our usual DJI menu. I'm going to go with English. And scan code or download the app for activation. Let's see what happens when I scan that code. I am using a Google Pixel device here. I've got little. So it's now suggesting I download DJI Mimo, but because, as I said, I'm a happy DJI customer. I already have the DJI Mimo app here. Taking a while to load, lots going on. Oh, DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro user feedback. I don't really want to provide feedback at the moment. There's a new version available, but we should be able to set the camera up without the need for updating. Osmo 360, you see that's already there, so connect. And apparently we have 1 hour and 41 minutes. Too early, we need to download the new version of the app, so sorry this may take a while, but we're on a fast gigabit line over Wi-Fi. There's not much else going on in the house. See the details here, it's downloading. It's only 792 megabytes installation. I seem to remember the DJI Mimo app taking up quite a lot more space. Maybe that was the installed amount. But here we go, that 792 megabytes is downloading pretty fast. There we go, that was fast. So it's now going to install the app. Update. The good news is that I'm updating, so I won't have to go through the full setup experience and enter my DJI account details. It should just take a few moments, and now it's ready to install. See that Google Tensor chip is pretty fast. I'll put my jerry-rig everything knife away. Resource files. Great. Now, here we go. It's already identified my 360 camera. I can connect to it, verify that the code on both screens matches. I'm going to accept on the camera, agree to the terms and conditions because in DJI we trust. I won't make any other jokes about current trade wars because this video will get limited in its monetization as other devices have. So I'm going to skip this for now, but DJI Care Refresh is something that covers you for accidental damage. You do have a few days after you set up your camera for the first time to sign up for that, but I won't make that decision now. DJI Osmo 360 user feedback. I haven't actually turned it on yet. Stop hassling me. Right, enjoy live view with DJI Mimo. Manage files with efficiency. Advanced skills with tutorials. Update firmware regularly. Great. So this is now going to update the firmware on the DJI Osmo 360. And once that's happening, I'll just set the date. Now, today is, okay, so this is American date. So today is 8, so August 3rd, 2025. And then Osmo 360 quick start guide. Now we've already been through the covers. I've walked you through the one for the USB-C cable and the one for the battery. We're fine with that. Lens protection, which is this pouch we were looking at earlier, that allows you to essentially just, it's a little silicone case that goes over and protects the lenses whilst it's in the pouch. Okay, shutter and record button, which is the O on the front of the screen, and then the function button, press twice to recenter the camera, and then the quick switch button and touchscreen operation, which is very similar to other ones. Battery and storage, use official battery and micro SD card. Now, interestingly, the DJI Osmo 360 does have over 100 gigabytes of storage built in, but you can also expand it with micro SD. What I'm going to do is avoid going through that whole setup in this video with the micro SD, but I'll do a dedicated video about that and other useful how-tos in the coming days and weeks for the Osmo 360. But here you've got your usual instructions on how to get to the menu, how to get to the camera menu, and set up your change mode. So you can go for panoramic photo, panoramic video, selfie mode, vortex, and hyperlapse. Okay, and then you can then also switch to single lens use. Here we go. You get to see me in the background there. And you can tap to preview photos and videos. Great, so this is the start off going. I'm going to click install on my phone because we've downloaded the firmware. That means that I'll be connecting the Osmo 360 to the DJI Mimo app, and then once that's done, the firmware will update. Now, this has literally just come out of the box. I'm going to have to go and play around with this a bit, get used to it, and get used to 360 video in this. Once I've done that, I'll be doing some quick how-tos, as I said, and also doing some sample videos with it. I'm thinking a nice drive along a loch here in Scotland whilst it's still nice and green and the weather's good. So make sure you're subscribed to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on to see when we do provide updates. And as usual, if you have any questions, if you'd like to know more about the DJI Osmo 360, any other DJI products, or any of the gadgets and accessories that we cover here on Tech Travel Geeks, leave us a comment in the section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye from me.